Calling future district leaders. How many of you are an area director this year? Just one? Two? Oh, I keep forgetting about Keith. He joined us late.
He's forgettable.
We're so happy he's here.
We're very happy he's here. Presenting some information on the upcoming selection of district officers for next year. Please welcome our Public Relations Manager, Distinguished Toastmaster Jessica Codr, calling future district leaders.
Only two of you are currently area directors. Who has ever been an area director or an area governor, as they were once called? All right, any of you that raised your hands, what's something you do as an area director? Shout something out.
Worry.
You worry. Randy says you worry. Why do you worry?
Because your clubs are not doing what they're supposed to do.
But you're there to help them, right?
Oh, I am.
Yes, area
Oh,
directors are there to help the
is
clubs.
that what all that's about?
How do area directors help the clubs?
Visit.
Visit the clubs, go and see how they're doing. Offer your perspective, offer your ideas, and steal ideas that you like and bring them back to your club as well. That's the thing that I like most about being an area director, is getting to go and visit different clubs and see what they do well, give them advice on what they can do better, and then take the best of what they're doing and use it to make my club better as well. So if you're interested in that, if that's appealing to you, if you like the idea of going and meeting some other clubs, getting your perspective, getting perspective from them, and helping guide them all in their Toastmasters journey, then maybe area director is something you might want to consider next year. So I want to focus really on area directors most of all, because those are the positions we need the most of. We have, I believe, 16 areas in our district, so we will need at least 16 area directors for next year. So if you're interested in being an area director, now's the time to start thinking about that. Glenn will talk to you a little bit about how you can put your name in for consideration, but area director is ultimately an appointed position. So whoever becomes our district director next year is the person who will assign area directors to those different areas. So now's the time to start thinking about that and make sure that that next district director, when they're elected, knows that you are interested in possibly being an area director. I think it's a lot of fun. The main thing you're there to do is to support those clubs. You'll have 4 or 5 clubs in your area. You'll visit them at least twice a year. If you want to really be successful, you'll visit them a lot more than that. And you just tell them what's going on in other clubs, give feedback, kind of like a general evaluator on how they're doing, what they can do better, what you really liked about what they did. And it's a great opportunity for you too to go and put yourself in front of a different audience. Lots of times area directors can be guest speakers at the clubs they visit. And if you're not really sure what exactly you say to the clubs or what you do, the good news is there's training. So there'll be a training session, a training retreat that you'll get to attend in June before the start of the Toastmasters year. And then we have training offered every month for 4 hours that you can come and learn more about how to make the best of your area director role. So you also get to put on those speech contests that Keith and Evan was talking about earlier, how those are kind of optional at the club level, they're not optional at the area level. So that's another opportunity you have as an area director, is to help put on that official club contest, fortunately with a larger pool of volunteers because it spans several clubs. So that's area directors. I've been an area director before. I thought it was a lot of fun. There are other appointed positions you can consider as well. Most of you have this handout. We did run out. I'm going to post it on d24tm.org. So if you didn't get one, you can get one there later. I'm going to skip ahead to administrative manager. That's another appointed position. That's kind of like the secretary of the district. So if you're either very organized or want to force yourself to become more organized, that is a good role to consider at the district level. Finance manager deals with the money. So any of you who are club treasurers and you're thinking, man, this is just not stressful enough, maybe you want to consider taking on the finances of the entire district. I've said before that treasurer is the one position I will never hold. So those of you who are treasurers and do have that mind for that, I applaud you. And please consider being our finance manager for the district because we need you. The next one is the best role, which is the public relations manager. That's what I am. I love being public relations manager. You basically get to share your excitement for Toastmasters with anyone that you can try to get to listen. Steve, you'd be a great PRM. I don't know if you're ready yet, but when you feel ready, you'd be a great PRM. Not to put you on the spot too much there, but. So you get to communicate with your fellow Toastmasters and try to find creative ways to share about Toastmasters with the community at large. You saw some of those cards that you have that had the Toastmasters information on them. Those were designed by our previous PRM, and then they were so successful that I, as PRM, carried on that tradition of ordering them and making them available for everyone. So if you're excited about Toastmasters, which I hope you all are, and you want to share that excitement with others, I would challenge you to consider either being PRM or assisting me or whoever the next PRM is, because there's plenty of work to go around in really all of these positions. And then on the back of your sheet, down at the bottom, there are a couple of more appointed positions. These two are a little bit different because they don't give you official credit towards your Distinguished Toastmaster Award, but they're still very, very important. If you've seen Cynthia running around trying to get everything in order, that's because she is an amazing logistics manager. We would not have this room set up the way it is and the materials available without Cynthia's help. So logistics manager is another critical role. It's kind of like the sergeant at arms for the district level, keeping things organized, reserving meeting rooms, making sure that everything is in order. And then parliamentarian. This is a special, very special person too, in my opinion, because parliamentary procedure is not something that gets most people very excited. It does get some people excited, and it's critical because otherwise meetings can go on and on and on, and people can interrupt others, and nobody knows what's going on. So the parliamentarian for the district is the person who, when we have official business meetings, makes sure that things run smoothly and that we're following the proper procedures so that everyone gets a voice in those meetings. So that's another critical role. If you're interested in parliamentary procedure, if you know parliamentary procedure, that's a great role to consider for next year. So those are all of the appointed roles. The ones on your sheet that I did not go over are elected roles, and there are some additional requirements for filling one of those roles, and those people also have to be nominated. And Glenn is going to talk a little bit about how you can nominate yourself or a fellow Toastmaster for one of those elected roles.
I'm Glenn Williams. I'm the immediate past district director. I am also the appointed chair for the district leadership committee. And what we are seeking are the elected offices for the district, such as the division directors and the trio. And what we need are people to step up to the next level of leadership. How many of you would like to be a future district leader?
Ben Williams.
We want you to step up to the future leadership position, especially like what Jessica mentioned, the appointed ones, like area director. We can hold those applications for those appointed positions in the district leadership committee, and then when the district director is elected, we can give that district director-elect the applications for all these elected positions, the area director, the administrative positions that Jessica briefly covered. I want you to think about the district level as a higher level than your club, but with parallels. As Jessica mentioned, the finance manager is like the club treasurer and so forth. I want you to, on the back of a blank piece of paper, write down what is a leader and underline that, and then to the right of that, write who and underline that. And I'm seeking one word from any of you on what you think makes a leader. One word, anybody.
Integrity.
Integrity. Back in the back.
Influence.
Influence. Anybody else?
Communicator.
Communicator.
Fearless.
Fearless.
Energy.
Energy.
Availability.
Availability.
Followers.
Oh, what was that?
Followers. You give me
Followers.
followers.
True. Write those things down. Write down some other words that you think of what makes a leader. Now think about the people. It could be yourself. It could be people that's in this room. It could be people from outside this room. Who would fill those qualities of a leader? And write that down. And one of the reasons why I'm asking you to do that is that when the area director comes to visit, what is one of the questions that is often asked of your club leader? Who would be interested in a district role? And for that, if you write it down now, when the area director comes to visit the next time, then you have a ready supply of names. But first, be sure that you let those people know that you think that highly of them, that you want them to have a district leadership role. It's a very important part of our district to have a different perspective from each one of you. Each one of you have a different perspective. It's like snowflakes. No one is exactly alike. Everybody has a different perspective. It provides a new voice, a new angle on the leadership of our district as we go forward. If you're worried about it being an overwhelming task, don't, because none of us came into this knowing exactly what this role, whatever role we had done, entail. That's what training is about. In fact, you know this firsthand because you're here to be trained as club leaders. The district also has training once per month for the area directors and the administrative staff. We guide you through this. You do not do this alone. We're here to help as the existing district leaders to help train the future leaders. On your job applications, did you know you could add the description of some of these roles? The area director provided leadership, coaching, mentoring to clubs, helping their members achieve their educational goals in communication leadership, served as a liaison between the club and the district leadership. Division directors served as a mentor to the team of area directors to help them develop their skills, liaison between area and district leaders, facilitated education and training workshops. Think about that in your job. If you could put that on your resume that you facilitated education and training workshops. These are just some of the examples. And I've got this available, and I'll make it available on the District 24 website if you'd be interested to read more about certain keywords that you can put into a job resume that would apply to these district leadership roles. We have representatives from each of the divisions that will be on this district leadership council. I will be the facilitator. And we also have a person from outside of our district that will serve as an outside perspective, probably for the first time that I've known of, for the district leadership committee. We have a form on the District 24 website, d24tm.org, that will allow you to nominate somebody, again, let them know that you're nominating them, or you can nominate yourself. This is something that you owe to yourself to challenge yourself just like you challenge yourself to be a Toastmaster. Challenge yourself to the next level of district leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, Glenn.